All right, y'all. So listen, we just gonna get straight into it. Listen, do you want to know how to play guitar? All right. You want to know how to play guitar, and you want to know how to play the whole guitar? Do you want to know how to play basically any song? All right. Many of you want to learn how to play by ear. You want to be able to pick up by ear, be able to play by ear, be able to play anything. You want to be able to play along with singers and other musicians. You want to have a basic and fundamental structure. I'm not selling nothing here. All right. This is completely free. I'm not selling nothing here. You want to know that? Listen, the secret to it all is knowing the number system. All right. Which is just based off of the major scale. Today, I want to teach you this number system. This is going to help you play in any key. This is going to help you play any song. This is going to help you play along with anyone. If you apply these rules, this pattern, this principle of the number system to your playing, I'm telling you, it will help you out. There is a basic, fundamental, foundational rule and pattern that we can go by in music theory. Don't let stuff like that make you afraid. Listen, I was held back for so long. Because I didn't learn any music theory. And now I'm finally catching on, and I'm finding fulfillment in my playing because I was stagnant and complacent for a long time and didn't have any challenges, because anytime anything about music theory or learning details and stuff like that came along, I was I don't know, I just rather play when I know how to play. Just give me the tabs. All right. Listen, I want to help you today. Let's start with the key of C. Why key of C? Why does everybody choose the key of C? Key of C, we're choosing it because it has no sharps or no flats. It's going to make things even for us, okay? But listen, if you take these rules and you apply them to your playing, and it doesn't matter what key you're in. These rules, this pattern still remains the same, okay? This principle still remains the same. We're going to learn. Listen, all you need to know is 1 through 7. That's it. What do you know your ABCs? And do you know 1 through 7? Can you count your first 7 letters of the alphabet? This is how simple this is, okay? If you can count 1 through 7 and you know the first 7 letters of the alphabet, this is going to be easy for you. This is going to be easy for you. So let's learn. So we're starting in the key of C, okay? You don't even have to even know chords to get this, all right? This is the fundamental of music. This is not just limited to guitar. Like I said, this will be universal for any musician, okay? Any musician. And if you want to play along with the band, you need to know this type of stuff, okay? C, all right? The key signature, which in this case is C. I said we're playing in the key of C. The key signature will always be the 1. And we'll know exactly where to go if we know where the 1 is. If you tell me what key we're in, if you tell me the key signature, hold on, we flash it right here. Hey, while we're changing this up, while we're doing this, I need you to go ahead. If you're still here, we 3 minutes in, I ain't even played the guitar yet. You don't even know if I'm good or not. If you're still here, I need you to go ahead, hit that like button. I need you to go ahead and subscribe. If you're not, hit that notification bell, because I'm bringing you quality content, bringing you more quality content. All right, I'm bringing it to you. And I want to bring it to you on a daily basis. Okay, all right. Listen, if you're still here, all right, if you hadn't left already, I want you to go ahead, hit that like button. I want you to hit that notification bell. If you already know the number system and you know how important it is, go in the comments and let everybody know this is important. You need this. Matter of fact, if you can testify, please help me. Hop in the comments and say the number system is necessary. All right. Can you help me do that? And if this is your first time being here, thank you. Welcome to the family, man. We want you to grow. We want you to learn. I want to learn. I'm growing. I don't know it all, but I'm sharing what I do know. Okay. So we're in the key of C. All right. There's all kind of C. There's all kind of C's on this fretboard. They're everywhere. Okay. So we're in the key of C, all right? But we don't even have to know chords right now. We're going to build there. Stay tuned. We're going to keep building, all right? And in this video, we're going to build, all right? We're going to learn the key of C in this video. All right, so first, you need to know your major scale. And your major scale, let's just learn on one string, okay? We're just going to learn on one string. So on one string, your major scale will be your 1, which is C. All right, and now this rule applies, all right? I want you to remember this. 3 to 4 is a half step. 7 to 1 is a half step. If you remember that, you'll know this pattern. 3 to 4 is a half step. 7 to 1 is a half step. Everything else is a whole step. Now, for those of you who don't know, if you're very first beginner, a whole step is skipping one fret and going to the next. So not the fret next door, but the fret 2 doors down. Okay, so that's the 1, which is a C. A whole step up is the 2, which is D. A whole step up is 3, which is E. Now remember, I said 3 to 4, half step, which is F. All right, and then a whole step to the 5, which is G. And then a whole step again to the 7, which is A. Excuse me, the 6, which is A. I'm making something simple, something complex. All right, and then a whole step to the B, which is 7. And then remember, half step between 7 and 1. You just learned the major scale. All right. All right. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. 1 through 7, 1 through 7, 1 through 7, and then back to 1. And then it's basically your ABCs. We're just starting on C and then circling back. Once we get to G, it starts over because that's the number 7. So once we get to G, we starting back over. This is the pattern, y'all. It's not complicated. This is the simple basic pattern. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, half step between 3 and 4. 5, 6, 7. Half step between 7 and 1. Back to 1. All right. That applies to all keys, the whole steps. And so once you know, like I said, once you know where your 3 and 4, that's going to be a half step. And then your 7 to 1 will be a half step. Okay. Always remember that. And you can play in any key. Now, let's go a little bit deeper. If you wanted to play the major scale, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen, that's do, re, mi. Hey, that's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's what that is. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That's 8, then 7, and then back to 1. Do, a deer, a female deer. Y'all remember that? This is all this is. All right, it isn't complicated. So if I wanted to play, just starting on this root right here. All right, now we go. That's 3. 3 to 4 is half step. Whole step to 5. I could go up a whole step there, but I'm just gonna go. Wait, I got thrown off. It's okay. Make mistakes. All right. Same pattern. I took it. I moved my pattern up when I shouldn't have. All right. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Major scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is 1. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And look where the half step is. 3, 4, 7, 1. All right. 3, 4, 7, 1. Now let's learn some chords. Let's throw some chords with it. So we're gonna be using we're gonna use 2 chord shapes. I want you to learn these 2 chord shapes today. Okay, we're gonna learn this. That's what I would call an A shape, but this is an actual C note. That note right there is my key signature. My C, my root is right here. All right, so we're gonna bar. So we're barring from the A string down, and then we're gonna cover all the strings from D string down. All right, we're covering all the strings from D string down, and we got C major. All right, That is a major shape. Now, I want you to learn a minor shape, okay? I want you to learn a minor shape, and that minor shape is keep that bar. Keep that bar. I want you to put your your middle finger on the B string of the 4th fret. I want you to put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the D string, and then I want you to put your pinky on the G string. That is a C minor, all right? Or that's a minor shape, all right? And listen, wherever you move these shapes, wherever the index is, so that's on a C. So there's my D, there's my E, my F, my G, my A, my B, back to C. 1 through 7, all right? All on one string. Now we finna learn this, okay? So take that major shape. Don't forget your minor shape. I actually, on here, I took my pinky off. That's a minor 7, okay? Let's just do that if you can. If not, keep your minor, okay? So what we have here, we have C major. All right, now I want you to keep that shape, keep that same shape, all right? And remember this, I want you to remember this, when it comes to major, you have your 1, your 4, and your 5. Those will always be major, all right? Your 1, your 4, and your 5. Those will always be, well, I say always. That ain't none of your business right now. 1, the 4, and the 5, okay? 1, where's your 4? The F. That's major. And then your 5. Go back. 4, 1, or the C. So that's C, which is your 1. F, which is your 4. G major, which is your 5. All those are major. And all those, and that doesn't matter what key you in. The 1, the 4, and the 5 will be your major. Follow these patterns, okay? These are principles. These are foundational. Listen, if you're still here and you believe in what I'm saying, I need you to go in the comments right now. Help this video go viral. Help this video spread about. And I need your help doing that. So make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And please go in the comments and help somebody else and say, this is necessary. This is necessary. All right? So we got the 1, the 4, and the 5. All right? Now, let's learn the minors, okay? So the minor, if 1, the 4, the 5 are the majors, then the minors are what's left over. Except for 7. 7 is sneaky. 7 is sneaky, all right? Don't y'all be afraid of 7, but 7 is sneaky. That joker's sneaky, all right? But I'm gonna give you what I can on 7, all right? 7 is that 1, all right? 7 is that 1. No pun intended. So the 1, the 4, and the 5 are major. Now, let's that same shape. Now, we ain't going to use it on top of the C, but let's go up to this D. So the D is minor. The 2 is minor. The 3 is minor. So we got to skip the 4 and the 5 because we know they're major. We know that already. The 6 is minor. You just learned the key of C. All right? You just learned the key of C. Save 7. I'm gonna get you there. Hold it. Just wait. We gonna build. Take your time. All right. So now, if somebody says, "Hey, we finna learn this song is gonna be in the key of C," you can play it. You can play it because you know all. Listen, you just eliminated all them other chords that you thought was possible. No, they ain't. No, don't even. 1 through 7. That's your choices. 1 through 7. So when you're sitting down trying to learn a song, you're playing along, you got your radio on, you're listening to your iTunes, whatever, your Apple Music, whatever you're listening to. It follows this same pattern. All right. First, you got to find the key. Now, if it's key of C, you know it just off of this video. Listen, I want you to help me with my next video. What key are we doing next? We got key of C today. And now it's going to be the same pattern. So a lot of this information is just going to be recycled. And it's going to be recycled. And it's going to be recycled. Okay? But you tell me, what key we going to learn next? All right? All right, I want you to be thinking about that. If you haven't already put that in the comments, just be thinking about it. What key you want to learn next, okay? You want to learn B flat? You want to learn B flat? Huh? You want to learn B flat, A sharp, B flat? C. Your 2 is minor. 3 is minor. 4 half step from the 3 is major, whole step, major, whole step, minor. The 7 is sneaky, okay? Listen, the 7 sometimes is minor, sometimes it's major, sometimes it's diminished. I don't want you to, right now, take a moment of silence. Don't be afraid of number 7. Don't be afraid of that 7 chord. What is diminished? What is diminished? Okay, matter of fact, let's take it up another notch. Okay, we finna get to the 7. I gotta teach you a little bit more to get to the 7. Okay, so you hear that? That's a major 7. Yeah, how pretty that sounds. All right, I've already been playing the minor 7. I gotta get them trills down. All that is just going up and down the scale. You already playing stuff you didn't know you could play. How about that? I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Listen, key C. All right. Listen, the 1 and the 4 can sometimes be a major 7, especially in jazzy R&B style music. And how you play that major 7 shape. I already told you that the minor 7 is just a matter of taking that pinky off. But for the major, bar from A fret down, bar, which means you're covering all of it. Then I want you to put your your middle finger on the G string on the 4th fret. All right. Put your ring finger on the D string at the 5th fret and the pinky on the same fret, but on that B string. Oh, that sounds so good. That is a C major 7. What else can be a major 7? The 4. Those sound great. So, major 7, 2 minor 7, 3 minor 7, 4 major 7. Now, on our way to that 5, the 5 takes on a special chord called a dominant. A dominant 7, all right? A dominant 7, which is also a flat 7, okay? So you want that dominant 7, you want that flat 7. Go to the G, and all you have to do, I'm gonna tell you how to make a dominant chord. You know, a major 7 chord. And in order to get from your major 7 to your dominant, there's only one thing you gotta do. Anybody know? Anybody know what we gotta do? All you gotta do is flat that 7. And how you do that, just take that middle finger off. Don't be shooting nobody no birds now. Be giving nobody the finger. So you got, that's a dominant 7. Major 7 is the 4. So the 5, dominant 7. 6 can be a minor 7 as well. That's that same shape. Now, all right, now that we know that, we can work towards this 7, okay? So I want to teach you a diminished chord, okay? I want to teach you diminished. Now this diminished chord, because it comes in that half step interval from the 7 to the 1, the diminished chord is oftentimes used as a transition chord to get us to where we're going, okay? Now, if you're playing a song or you're learning a song and it doesn't fall into this space of the major scale of between 1 and 7, then that probably means that whatever chord it is is an addition, and it's just a transition chord. And so this diminished chord most oftentimes is a transitional chord that will take you from one chord to the next. Okay, so let's learn that. So I want you to make that C major 7 shape. All right, now listen, if you're just now getting to these chords, and listen, I'm telling you, don't be just limited to your cowboy chords. You've been playing acoustic, that's fine. Don't be limited to just your cowboy chords. Cowboy chords is what I'm calling open chords, which is your C, your D, your E, your F, your G, your A, and then your B. That's a B too. But yeah, don't be just limited to those. I want you to learn how to play this whole fretboard. You got all this guitar, all this stuff you can do. All right. So now in your practice time, all right. If you can only play on one string right now, that's fine. And I want you to practice that. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1. 1 7 6 5 4 3 2 1. Yeah. Do it forwards and backwards, okay? Once you get that down, start trying to add these chords in. Go back, rewind the video. Go pause it if you need to. Slow it down, whatever you need to do. But then I want you to start practicing. I ain't gonna take you to the 7 yet. Just from the 6, go back down. You can get the 6 later, but... And you can put a little rhythm to it if you want to. If you want to, but take your time. And even if you have to, and then you gotta fiddle around and get your fingers in the right place, that's okay. I need you to practice that. You're gonna need that practice, okay? Practice that. Don't get scared of bar chords or anything like. Practice that, okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Then I want you to start practicing them special chords. Practice that major 7. That minor 7. Minor 7 on the 3. 4, major 7. 5, dominant 7. 6, minor 7. Let that be your practice. Then I want you to take your practice up a notch, all right? And start putting some diminished in between those chords. Listen, I'm going to show you what Dr. Kevin Wilson showed me, okay? Listen, if you don't know who Dr. Kevin Wilson is, all right, the bishop, all right, the music man himself, all right. He also leads the International Musician Summit, which is a thing where a lot of musicians get together, even internationally. We gather together. And we share music with each other and learn with each other. And they put on workshops. I mean, they put on clinics. I think it's usually, this going to be my first year going, okay? But I think it's like 2 or 3 days long, all right? And all the great guitarists are going to be there. They even have drummers, keyboardists, bassists, musicians, all right? All right, but anyway, so Dr. Kevin Wilson is leading this. But you can go to kevinwilsonguitar.com, all right? He's got a workshop on some of these same things. He's going to go in greater detail and explain to you. In greater detail than I can. I always try to make it my business to share that because he's been such a great and powerful influence in my life, and I want to lead people right back around to him. All right, to see that same product come. So here's one little exercise that he'll give his students. Okay. So we got this. I want to do it with the major 7. So we got the 1 major 7. And listen, if you'll take this ring finger, I don't know why. I mean, this bird finger. I don't know why we always shooting each other birds. But if you'll put it right here on the C sharp, if you put it on the C sharp, what you just made is a diminished chord. All right, and then go to your 2. Make your diminished chord again. Then go to your 2. And so what you see, you'll see. That's what you're seeing. So that diminished is just a transition to get to where you're going. Now, you won't use it going from the 3 to the 4. Why? There is no half step there. There's no half step there. I mean, there's no whole step there. So you can't use it. So practice this. Just go to the 4. Major 7. When you get good, go backwards. I can't go backwards right now, so I ain't gonna show you. I ain't even gonna embarrass myself like that. You could also use this shape. And now that diminished chord actually can move in excuse me. Uh-oh. Yeah. So it moves in minor thirds, okay? Minor thirds means, how do I say this? Let's see. How do I say it? In a simple way. It moves in 4 steps. All right? Or 3 steps from where you're from. What I mean, okay, it's so I can, if I move this up, so if I just, let's say I'm using this, and that ain't really, I shouldn't even really be playing that, but if I use this, my index finger as my guide to where I am, okay, so I'm on that G, that is an actual G note. I'm on that G note. If I move it up, so that was 1, 2, or, excuse me, you don't count that step, you're already on it. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3 steps up. 3 steps up again. And you've probably heard that before. Kind of sound like cartoons and stuff. Kind of sound a little spooky. That's a diminished chord. All right, so we can use that as our 7, because 7 is diminished. So how we get there? You hear how that settles? That diminished makes you feel like you're going somewhere. So does that 5, that dominant 7 makes you feel like you're going somewhere. Like I'm not unsettled right now. I'm not settled. All right, I'm not settled. I mean, don't that? I'm not settled. Settle. Get to moving. Settle. It gets spooky. I wasn't supposed to do it there. Anyway. Yeah. And so that's your diminished chord. And so if you want to make that, so if this is, excuse me, if this is my 1 and this is my 1.5, this, back it up 2 steps, because that's your actual lead note. So that determines now this chord is the same when you go up in a minor third. They're the same chord. They sound a little different because of the root note, but this is what's determining. This is what I'm looking at as my determining factor. All right, so that's my B diminished to my C. So if you started on the 7, where do you go after your 7? 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 1. All right. And actually I could have, or actually, all right. Sorry, look, I just wanted to put this together. Okay, look, we've been on here 30 minutes. I don't want to tire you out, man, but I hope you use this lesson that is a benefit to you. Now you can say, hey, I know the key of C. And the more you practice this, the more you can say, hey, I've mastered the key of C. All right. Let me know what key we're going to do next. Okay. Listen, I need to hear from you. Let me know, has this lesson been beneficial to you? Did it help you? Am I developing the lesson in a way that's easy to follow? Okay. I don't want to get ahead of anybody, and I don't want to leave anybody behind. All right. All right. And I also I'm not dragging nobody. Okay. Listen, man, thank you all for your participation. Thank you all for liking. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you for helping us build and develop this community. Okay. I hope this has been a blessing to you. Okay. Thank you. I love you. If there's anything that you need as far as a guitar lesson, you're trying to learn a song or whatever it is. Okay. Put it in the comments and I'll do my best to get to it. Okay. Now listen, I ain't even gonna lie to you. As the channel has been growing, I hadn't had a lot of time to get lessons together, but I would do my best, okay? I would do my best to make a lesson or at least get something together that'll help you learn how to play the song on your own. Because through this right here, learning that number system, what they call the Nashville number system, through learning it, you're gonna go up a level. You just went up a level. Just by knowing this, just by knowing 1 through 7, and just by knowing your ABCs from A to G, just by knowing that you already up a level. You're already up a level. Listen, thank you all. I love you. Take care. Be safe. Love somebody else and share this with somebody else. Okay. Bye bye now.